Come, my child, come to the solitude of the sacred cave. Here will I speak to your heart. Here will I unveil for you the secrets of my heart. Here look around, attend to what you perceive, see what surrounds me, observe the objects which keep me company. Amid these, my child, my heart rejoices and finds its delight, because it feeds on purity among the lilies. I am holiness itself, born of a pure virgin, nourished by a pure virgin. I am the most tender lover of all purity, and shrink with all my heart from every object which is hurtful or contrary to this virtue. My heart is the fountain of holy purity, where all who desire to be loved by me draw. From this divine fountain, all the disciples of my heart drink in the love of chastity, each one according to his capacity, and by this love, as by a certain mark, are they distinguished. What is more excellent than chastity, whereby you offer to God the Father, who is a spirit, a spiritual sacrifice most grateful to him, whereby, honouring your body, you honour my own members, whereby you pay reverence to the Holy Ghost, whose temple are you. This is the virtue which transforms men into angels, raises them above the heavenly spirits. My child, whoever is chaste is an angel, even more. In merit he surpasses the angel, since it is in spite of nature he becomes through virtue what the angel is, without effort by nature. This is the glory of the Church, the triumph of grace, the flower of life, the ornament of the body and soul, the fairest picture of heaven. How beautiful is a chaste life! Immortal is the remembrance thereof, because it is known to God and grateful to men. A marvellous virtue it is, which imparts its freshness and beauty, not only to the soul, but even to the body. What is the lily? What the lily is among flowers, that purity is among virtues, by its celestial brightness and elegance. It delights and refreshes the very inhabitants of paradise. So much does its loveliness captivate all hearts, that even in the world there is none, unless he has altogether lost his reason, who does not admire its excellence. Man with a clean heart and chaste body enters heaven, passes even into the sanctuary of the divinity, and enjoys the familiar intercourse of God and his angels. The carnal man, like a senseless animal wallowing in filth, understands not the things which are of the Spirit, but finds his delight among sensual objects, the fruits of which are alike destructive to soul and body. How wretched is he that is impure, how debased in the sight of heaven and earth, how like in his interior to the demon, who is called the unclean spirit. The world submerged by the flood bears witness how this loathsome vice is punished. So does the land of Sodom, laid waste with fire and brimstone from above. So does every unchaste man, delivered up to his reprobate senses. So above all does hell. Purity, on the other hand, saves from the tyranny of the passions, imparts a most delightful peace, fills the whole man with heavenly joy, adorns him with the seal of the elect. Which, my child, are the chief delights of the heart? Are they not pure souls? These are they that by the purity of their love fill my heart with the most pleasure. These busy themselves more frequently about me, solicitous to know how above all others they may render themselves agreeable to me. These, being both inwardly and outwardly more holy, long more fervently to live for me. These are they that understand more easily the secrets of my heart, enjoy with more relish the unction of my spirit, are more glowing with piety, and are wont to be more generous and faithful. To these my heart in return communicates itself more abundantly. Upon them it pours the streams of more perfect love and consolation for them. It reserves more special graces and favours. Them I admit into the innermost sanctuary of my heart. With them I treat in a more intimate manner. Them I keep nearer to me upon earth, as well as in heaven. In whatever condition of life, therefore, you may be, if you wish to be as dear as possible to my heart, if you desire to experience the fullness of its tenderness, if you long to taste in the inmost copious manner its sweetness, be pure in body and soul. My child, this treasure you will carry in a frail vessel. Unless you proceed cautiously, you will easily lose the same. Take heed, however, lest you advance too warily, for an excessive fear becomes a source of danger. You must first of all guard your heart, watch over its inclinations, check its thoughts, for if you allow your heart to wander about, it will not continue unstained for long. Be never altogether idle. Idleness is the dwelling place of the unclean spirit. Desire not to be too familiar with any mortal, even were he a saint, or a worker of miracles. Fly dangerous occasions as you would a pestilence. How many there are who, though elsewhere sufficiently secure, perish here miserably. Turn away your eyes, lest they behold the seductions of vanity. Be modest without modesty. Chastity cannot endure. Hedge in your ears and care with care, lest through them the enemy find access to your heart. For where there is no hedge, the possession shall be laid waste. Keep the tongue not only from unclean words, but also from all scurrility and every kind of language, of which the devil may take advantage to tempt you or others. Restrain the taste in such a manner that the temperance in food and drink hinder the flesh from rebelling, and endow and strengthen the spirit with vigor. Mortify the touch assiduously, not only in those things which when unlawfully touched may cause you to die the death, but also in those which, savouring of sensuality, may by the aid of Satan arouse the passions. Be persuaded, however, my child, that after you have done all this, you are not able to persevere or preserve this most precious, most beautiful, most useful and necessary virtue, except with the help of divine grace. Wherefore, you should frequently and earnestly ask for this heavenly gift, and beg for it by fervent prayer, through the intercession of my Virgin Mother, my virginal foster father, your guardian angel, and finally, of all the inhabitants of heaven. The enemy, knowing that through purity men become associated with the choirs of angels, and merit among them that place which he by his uncleanliness has forfeited, raves with envy, and leaves nothing undone to despoil men of this virtue. But do not let your heart fear, my child, nor be disturbed. My grace is sufficient for you, provided by neglecting the proper means, you are found not wanting in yourself. Be exceedingly careful, lest you expose yourself rashly to dangers, and after having overcome temptations, do not ascribe the glory of the victors to yourself. For since all this springs from pride, it will doubtless be punished with a disgraceful humiliation. Through grace you shall be the more chaste, the more humble you are, for it is humility which deserves that chastity be given. But, my child, be always mindful of these words. If you want to be perfect in the virtue of chastity, be inflamed with a godlike love for me, for no one, unless he be perfect in the love of Jesus, can be perfect in chastity. But whosoever loves Jesus perfectly shall be perfectly chaste, perfectly pure. Keep the secret in your memory, keep it in your heart.